What's up guys, it's driftsnlifts here. Alright, so today's episode, we got a couple little updates for you guys, nothing too crazy. I wanted to discuss the drift event video. If you guys haven't watched that video yet, go check it out right now. It was an epic video. Big shout out to Michael, who is filming right now and editing the videos. He did a really good job on that one, so if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. So if you watch the video, you'll know that I got 4th place in the competition. There was a lot of opinions in the comments about what place I got and the one more times that were happening. You know, concerns about unfair judging during the competition and that kind of thing. Talking to the judges after the competition, they informed me that the reason why I lost a few of them was I was changing my line. I was compensating my line too much to get right on people's doors. I was driving super aggressively. Funny little thing, I actually took 2 caffeine pills when I was at the track, and I got, you know, that affected me a lot. I got really hyper, and it's almost like the caffeine pills, I was driving how I was feeling. I was just super aggressive, like really hyped on it, just trying to literally bury into people's doors, and I guess I was being a little bit too aggressive because sometimes, not to mention my car was drifting really fast. If you guys watch the video, you'll notice I ran Falcon Azeni tires on the rear, and they turned out to be super grippy, and everybody that I went up against, I was gaining on so quickly. Every time I wanted to get up on their door, I could, because I had enough grip, and you know, my car was making decent enough power that day. It was nice and cold, so I was just going so fast up on people's doors, and I almost should have dialed back the grip in the rear just a little bit, because it was actually hard to the point where I was almost passing people mid-drift while we were tandeming. In a tandem, you want to get up on the back of a person's, kind of on the rear quarter panel area. If you can get your tire right on their rear rim, that would be about perfect. So my front tire was getting up near their front rim, that kind of thing. So it's a little bit too far ahead. Tough to say if, you know, if I really should have been given like a loss for those reasons, but the judges, you know, they made their calls and we just kind of have to go with what they made. But, you know, it's nice to see your guys' opinions on that, and thanks for all the love, you know, as far as you guys wanted to see me win and that kind of thing. And about the one more runs, we did a lot more one more runs than I think we should have maybe, and you guys will probably agree with me. But you know, the cool thing is we were out drifting and we just got basically more cool footage for you guys because we got more runs in general. All in all, not a bad event. With a motorsport like drifting, it's judged, and you know, you don't have a set time that is a definitive winner. It's generally, it's more of an opinion-based kind of thing. So unfortunately, the opinions of the judges that event weren't in my favor. But that's all right, guys. We're still gonna be doing more events and stuff. It's not discouraging me in any kind of way. As far as the wagon goes, I know I saw a lot of comments on the setup on the wagon. If you watch the channel often, you guys know the setup on the wagon, but I'll quickly run it over. It's literally a stock, you know, stock B230 FT red block. It's got an IPD turbo cam in it, and it has manual boost controller running like 15, 16 PSI. So, you know, a really stock setup, probably makes about 190 wheel horsepower. And the suspension setup's really simple with a set of BC racing coilovers and modified extended lower control arms with modified steering knuckles. We tweaked the Ackerman a little bit to get it where I want it, and the wagon drifts pretty good. So in my opinion, it's a fairly decent competitive grassroots car, kind of where it is right now. The quick spool stock turbo gives us good response. I was gonna go to a bigger turbo, but as far as the track that we're drifting on the regular, you don't really want a big laggy turbo. So the stock 13C on there right now honestly works really well, and the car pulls pretty good. Makes good torque down low, you have that response. If you're drifting in a competition with too big of a turbo, too much lag, it's gonna make, you know, driving harder, because when you wanna get up on somebody, you need that now response. You don't wanna have to wait till the turbo slowly spools up and then, you know, he's already gone by then. So the next thing I wanna talk to you guys about in this video is, you know, we're gaining a lot of subs that wanna see me build this 12-valve Cummins truck. So a couple little updates on the truck. I actually lowered the front end as well as the rear end. So if you look real closely, I did the ball joints on it over the last couple days, and I cut a coil and a quarter, so 1.25 coils out of the springs, and it seemed to lower it about 2 inches, which was perfect. That's exactly where I wanted it. In the rear, if we come and take a look, So obviously it's a leaf spring truck. So we have a shackle in the front right here. So this is the bracket for the leaf spring. All we did was we took the bracket off and we flipped it around, and then we moved it up substantially. So we got this thing quite a bit lower. I want to say 4 or 5 inches. We're still going to lower it a little bit more in the rear. I ordered a drop shackle for the rear of the leaf spring, so we're going to drop that another 2 inches, which in total should give us about 1 inch of the actual travel. So I think 1 more inch down, that's going to basically bring us to the point where we don't want to go any lower than that, because if we go any lower than that, the axle is going to start hitting the frame. I left the overload leaf springs in because I want it to be really stiff so that if we do hit a big bump, I'm not bottoming my axle out on the frame. So overall, the truck's aesthetic looks really good now. I'm super stoked on it. My friend last night actually took a look of it and he's like, oh, it looks like a NAS truck. And I was like, that's exactly the look that I'm going for. I love the look of kind of like racing pickups and NAS trucks and that kind of thing. So yeah, I want to show you guys this real quick. We got from my good friend Ben, so shout out to Ben. He hooked me up with this roll pan. He had it sitting in his garage. I guess he just wanted to get rid of it. Hooked me up for 60 bucks and it was already black, so perfect. That basically completes the look of the truck. So from here on in, it's more or less going to be just performance mods, guys. And really exciting thing is I just spent way too much money on a ginormous pile of Cummins 12 valve motor parts. So this thing's gonna be serious, guys. I spent way too much money, I'll just say that. But we're gonna go into detail of the parts that we ordered when they arrive, and we're gonna do an unboxing video of that. There's gonna be boxes everywhere because we bought everything for air and everything for fuel that we need for about 700 wheel horsepower. So it's gonna be crazy. We got, we got a beefy clutch, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but we got a lot of parts for this thing. So yeah, I'm really excited. Those will be coming in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see updates on this truck ASAP. Hey little Volvo. All right guys, so the next thing I want to talk about in this video is me and Mikey have a really cool idea. We want to start doing a drift of the week clip. So what we're going to be doing is, back in the day when I started this channel, I did a lot of street drifting. We made a lot of street drifting videos of, drifting random spots and random cars and that kind of thing. During the early stages of the channel, those videos didn't get a whole lot of views. And I think it'd be cool to bring them back and show you guys some of them and talk about them. What kind of car I was driving. It's obviously gonna be a Volvo most time, but the setup on the car during the time, how we found that spot and all these kind of things. So we're gonna be doing a drift of the week clip, and not only a drift of the week archive clip of the Drifts and Lifts archives, we want you guys to send in your Volvo drifting clips. So we're gonna do a subscriber drift clip of the week, and we're gonna do a Drifts and Lifts archive drift of the week. So you guys gotta send in your drift clips of your Volvos. We want anything.
Just Volvos?
What?
Just Volvos? Does it have to be just Volvos?
Not just Volvos.
No.
Doesn't need to be just Volvos. But like kinda though.
Yeah, we wanna see Volvos.
But like, cause then we'll have a pile of people sending in their shit of all their shit. So we want you guys to send in your Volvo drift clips to us. Send them into our email. The link to the email where you're gonna send the clips is in the description of this video. Include a brief description of your car and your name and your YouTube username. And we're gonna pick the best one per week that we feel like is the coolest drift. And then we're gonna feature it on the channel. So drift of the week is gonna be a thing, guys. I'm really excited for it because I feel like there's so many old drifts that we've done that never got enough exposure, and I want to bring those to life and kind of show you guys from the archives of the Drifts and Lifts stuff. So that's pretty much a wrap up of today's video, guys. I got to line up a car with a heater core because none of my vehicles, well, aside from the 12 valve, have heat in them. My wagon has no heater core. Miss Huff obviously doesn't have a heater core. I don't even think the new car that I have, I think the heater core is blown in the new car that I got. So we're gonna have to line something up. Another thing, guys, I found a really cheap 740. Let me know in the comments if you think I should buy it. It's a non-turbo automatic. But I've been wanting to kind of get out and build a little bit of an off-road car again. Since we scrapped our last one, that was, you know, we had a lot of fun with that, and it's kind of been a little bit boring around these parts. I like to have an off-road Volvo that I can hop in and just fly up the mountain and, you know, go jump and go take wherever we want to. I really like having an off-road beater, so let me know in the comments if you guys think I should pick up another 740 for off-road stuff. Which I think you're gonna all say yes, because like, why not, right? Because like, why don't you want to see a 740 doing off-road drift stunts? You know? It's cool. It's cool stuff to see, man. It's very cool. Anyways, guys, so that's pretty much a wrap of today's video. Like and subscribe for soft-boiled Volvo eggs. Peace out.